Silver shareholder here with a video. Wanted to talk to everyone about complaints with silver purchases. Now, in the past, I've always looked at complaints with a bit of skepticism and always viewed it as being a little nitpicky when I usually think silver is silver. But I just wanted to make a video letting everybody know I think I've joined the Complainers Club. And what happened was I was talking to a friend, and it's actually the person who brought my attention to the 5-ounce America the Beautiful series. And with the series, at first I was actually kind of on the fence about it. I wasn't sure about a 5-ounce quarter, and as soon as I got my first one, my mind was blown. I love the series. It's one of my favorites, and I'm really glad I have some of them. But so I was talking to my friend, and we were discussing actually some of my videos, and he pointed out that I had one of the proof versions, and I wasn't even aware of that. I just kind of buy these and put them aside, and I hadn't noticed. I noticed the numbers on it and the letters on it, but I didn't realize that that was the P that I hear about. So I kind of looked into it to compare them, and so I've got the P version, and I was pointing out that I actually like the bullion version better. This is really nice, and I could see why some people might prefer it. But the reason I'm making this video is I looked at this one and saw the grade and the quality, and this one's in really good shape. It's a nice coin. My point of view on it, or my opinion, is that I like the bullion version better because it's high gloss, it's a shiny silver finish, and I really like that. And I got these because I was told that this was the highest grade available for this this coin. So I guess this particular one, this is supposedly their highest grade on this. And I got two of them, and I got pretty good pricing on them and was happy with them when I got them. I looked at them, I said, hey, that's a nice coin, I like it, and I threw it aside. But when I pulled them out to compare the two, I noticed that these have a horrible scuff mark on them, and I'm really pretty disappointed with it. And I guess it made me one of the people that has some complaints. So I don't know how well you can see this. I'll try and see if you can get a good view here of the scuff. So I mean, it looks like almost like somebody took a buffer to this thing or something. On the top left corner, I guess it would be, we'll say, the 10 o'clock position. There's this abrasion around the rim there, if you could see that. And for a 69 and what's supposed to be the highest available grade, I'm pretty unhappy with that. Now, at first I didn't notice it, but when I pulled it out and looked at it as a graded coin and supposedly the highest available grade for this particular one, I was really disappointed. So I mean, if I had just bought this as a bullion coin, that's fine. I don't care, even if it's got a scratch on it. I love the coins. But for a graded coin, I'm pretty disappointed, and I don't see how it got such a high grade with this big scuff. You can probably see that right there. And then the other one has pretty much the same exact mark, so I don't know if something happened in the minting process. I don't know if maybe that's why these are the highest available grade on this one. Maybe the others are worse. But you can see, again, in the 10, 11 o'clock position here, there's a big scuff kind of gouge going around the rim there. And for a graded coin, it's just a real disappointment. And I just thought I'll share my frustration and my disappointment with everybody. And I also question, now I still like the coins, and I would keep them, but if I want to sell this, especially being that it's supposedly the highest grade, if I want to, and you can see the rim here where it doesn't have that scuff on the other side, so that's the difference, is see that big abrasion kind of gouge the whole way through. So my question now is, if I want to sell this, especially knowing that it's the highest possible grade, I mean, what are people going to say? How should I advertise that? I'm always pretty wary of negative feedback and things like that, especially with eBay. And I like to just be straight up and under promise and over deliver, and most people are happy with that. But I found eBay complainers to be something else. Now, almost all of the transactions and almost all of the customers are great. So for the most part, eBay is great, and the people are great. Sometimes I get some really weird people though. You have people with strange questions, strange expectations, and I usually try to sell silver as silver without any big promises about proof like or uncirculated or anything like that. But I get some people when they're buying bullion that have a bunch of questions about quality and proving that it's real and all sorts of off the wall kind of questions and expectations. I sold a Silvertown bar, and with that one I did sell it as 1 troy ounce, and the person was really kind of disappointed or upset that it wasn't marked as a troy ounce and wanted to know how they can verify that it's a troy ounce. And I was polite about it and told them they could weigh it or they could but it's just some weird questions. I had some other ones questioning marks that were visible on the photo of the coin, because I list actual photos of the coin, and I told them that's the coin, those marks are on the coin, that is what it is, and had to go through a whole series of questions. So for the most part, eBay people are great, but there are some off-the-wall people. I get weird things about shipping sometimes too. Somebody bought the coin and immediately started messaging me about shipping, and they wrote shippy time, and really weird with all capitals, and that same person won a couple auctions and then didn't pay. And it was just a big production, but most of them are great. But I mean, as far as the complainers go, how do I sell a high-grade coin like that with a giant scuff on it? And just kind of, disappointed. That's my question to everybody is, what would you do if you had a high-grade coin that obviously had imperfections? Another question that I have while I'm on this stuff is, as far as these holders go, what happens if you damage the holders? I mean, if the holder's all scuffed up, what about that? I mean, does that affect the value? How do you market, a high-grade coin with a scuffed-up holder? I pretty much stay away from graded coins, but if I can get a graded coin at close to the same price as an ungraded coin, I'll go for the graded, but I don't pay a big premium for a graded. I think I did really well on this Mount Hood here, which is in really good condition. And I got that for just a little bit more than what the bullion ungraded versions were going for. And now I think that's gained quite a premium, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, just wanted to talk to you about complaints and how I can kind of see where people are coming from now. I mean, with generic rounds and ounces an ounce, but when you start getting into graded coins or low mintage coins, collectible coins, I can understand being disappointed if it arrives in less than mint condition. So thanks for watching. I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts and opinions on how to deal with graded, damaged coins. And I'll make another video soon. Thanks for watching.